good doctor, Shanessa Finner, was saying. She gave a very good analogy about when she was growing up, the perception she had. If you want to call it a fantasy or dream world, I mean, it looked good on paper, you know, on how men should treat their women and women should treat their men as far as the African American race.
She painted
a very good picture, man.
But I like the analogy that Sterling came up with in that last segment that we're going to talk about shortly, about when you pour your own, cup of poison, it tastes just that much worse.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of ladies do that. And like I said, we're going to talk about that in just a bit. Inside the Point of View with 3 the Hard Way.
It's everything you think men don't talk about. The Point of View will be back in a moment. What are you waiting for? Log on to Facebook and tell a friend about the smoothest music and what real men really talk about. It's The Point of View.
You're back with The Point of View with 3 the Hard Way. Stacey D, Jerry D. Finner, and Sterling Stevenson. And tonight's show is one of those shows where you got to listen to it. I mean, especially the first hour with Coco and Natalie. That was pretty powerful. But this segment is going to be just as powerful. And speaking of which, we've got Dr. Shanessa Finner on the line still. Dr. Finner, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing, guys?
We are doing wonderful. You're speaking with Stacey D. And that last segment where you were talking about, for colored girls, the movie for colored girls. Now, I haven't had an opportunity to see that movie yet, but I've heard.
You got to see it.
I'm sure I will. Sometime or another, I'll probably.
Well, he's married. He can go. I can, as a single black man, me sitting in the movie theater watching colored girls. Come on now, that might not be a good look. I mean, not unless I was there to try to find somebody, and then based on what I'm hearing about the movie, when you walk out of that theater, that's not the place you want to be as a single black man by yourself. So
I know that's right.
yeah. But actually, Sterling was gonna. He had said something before we went into break in that last segment about women pretty much kind of putting themselves in their own mess. I mean, do you buy that?
Well, no, and I see what Sterling's saying, but you know what, Sterling? I think, baby, we are so into wanting to give someone special a chance and wanting to be loved and wanting a companion and wanting to have somebody to call our own. And I think that instead of listening to our guts or our intuition, we, ignore that and we go on with the situation. But I can understand what Sterling's saying now, because sometimes we may have a cycle of dating the same kind of man over and over and over again. But I think that has a lot to do with Sterling and Jerry and Stacey wanting to be loved and wanting to have that someone that we can call our own.
Right. Now, I can agree with you wholeheartedly there. Going back to the previous segment, you had spoken about, you painted an outstanding scenario regarding the young black boy looking at his mother go through what is seemingly a perpetual struggle. Mm-hmm. And you went on to say how he would look at that and consider motivation of how to be a better man so that you don't do that to your black queen. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
I dare not douse your fire, and I'm thinking objectively.
All right, that's fine.
When you consider what the caliber of woman Mama was, mm-hmm. and understand when I say this, I can't dance around it. That's not my character or personality. Okay. But the truth of it is, the typical black woman now cannot hold a candle to the moral values, convictions, and elements of perseverance that are black, of what Mama was.
You got that right.
Now, the fact of it is, the woman now says she wants a good man, mm-hmm. but when dollar signs predicate the value of a man as opposed to his merit of manhood, mm-hmm. that is truly a problem. And just point blank period, when a woman will place the value of $1 over the moral character, convictions, and elements of manhood that a man displays and the characteristics thereof that is associated with him, that makes her a straight up slave, and some might even consider it a prostitute.
Okay.
Because you don't see and consider him as a man. And point blank period, a lot of black women, and understand I love the black woman, but a lot of black women straight up prostitute and whore themselves out for $1. And it's sad.
Okay.
Or a fake
All right.
Gucci
Can I
bag.
comment now?
Go ahead.
Now, myself, as Jerry knows, because Jerry and I are very close, I am a very strong black woman, okay? I have been in college all of my life. I just graduated in May with my doctorate degree. I have 2 masters, a bachelor's, a doctorate degree, and I am a principal.
Congratulations.
Okay? Thank you. So, Dr. Shanessa Finna has never prostituted, never pimped, never whored, I've never sold nothing, okay? And because Shanessa Finna was taught by a strong black woman at the young age of 9, you are going to college, you're going to be independent, you're going to be successful, you're going to have your stuff together so that if a man thinks he's going to put his hand on you, you can pack your stuff and you can get to stepping, okay?
Okay.
Shanessa Finna was never taught that a man was going to take care of her. Shanessa Finna was taught, hey, you're going to have your ducks in a row because you ain't going to put up with nobody's mess, okay? So, now, the kind of woman you're talking about is not Shanessa. And, of course, I have a lot of my friends that are the same way. We're black women. We're out here making it happen. We're trailblazers. We're being featured in magazines. You know, we have it going on. We're the epitome of success. So Shanessa doesn't need anybody to take care of Shanessa, okay? And I tell anybody in a minute, you know, when I ate my dinner tonight, I fed my whole family, okay? There's just I, myself. There's just I, myself, and me, okay? So, as far as me ever pimping myself out or prostituting or whatever, honey, no.
Okay, Shanessa, let me momentarily interject.
Okay, I'm listening.
Of every sentence you just said, there was one constant factor, and those 2 words were Shanessa Finner. Now, for all of your achievements and accolades that you receive, much kudos to you.
Okay.
But the moral values and norms that were put in you at the age of 9, as you said, how is it that you grasped it, but Shaniqua didn't?
I don't know. I guess I also watched my mom go through some things.
But ultimately, you made a choice, didn't you?
Yes, of course. I made a choice. That you had an option, yes.
That's my point.
Exactly. We have choices.
All right. Wholeheartedly agree.
All right, Shanessa.
Yes.
Think about this here. Everything that you had said. And of course, I know your history ever since you were young.
Oh, yes, you do.
All that you can bring to the table is there right in front of a brother.
Okay.
And you're giving him what you think he deserves as your man, hypothetically speaking.
Okay.
But because I know that you're a strong black woman, independent, successful, educated, knowledge, cultured, refined, defined, he turns around and just fine.
Thank you, Jerry.
He then turns around and decides to leave you for a white woman.
Wow. You know what, Jerry? I love Shanessa, and if that's what makes him happy, I wish them well. Congratulations. You know? Yeah. Because, see, I validate me, and I'm going to continue to move on and do what I do. And I'm still going to breathe, and I'm still going to have my period every month, and no bodily functions.
The essence of womanhood.
Hey, man. You know, she's got a doctorate, but she's still all woman.
All woman.
She's still all
I'm
woman.
real. You know that. I keep
I know
real.
I know that. Sometimes, man, Shanessa and I be on the phone talking at night, man. I have to pull off.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah, pull this phone away. Whoa, let me unplug this.
Hey.
Let me take the Bluetooth out. Oh. No, but that's why I appreciate you, girl, because you keep it real. That's all. You know, you definitely keep it real.
Shanessa, this is Stacey D again. You know, I was sitting back and I was listening to you, and I was listening to all your accomplishments and your successes, and just like Sterling said, congratulations on everything. But out of all the things that you mentioned, what do you think that really makes you a good woman? Do you think that it's your degree? Do you think it's your job? Do you think it's the car that you drive? Do you think it's the fact that you said that you're a strong woman? What do you think makes you a catch, a good woman? Because there are a lot of ladies out there with degrees. There are a lot of ladies out there with success. There are a lot of ladies with money. There are a lot of rich ladies. As a matter of fact, I used to live in Atlanta, and per capita, I think that there are more sisters that have money and are rich than there are the male species. Okay. So why don't you let us know what makes Shanessa a good woman outside of all the other? But I tell you what, we're going to take a
answer
brief
that.
pause.
Yeah,
we want you to answer that right after this. We're going to get into some more of the Black Crate inside the Point of View with 3 the Hard Way.
I guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand, but I still need love, 'cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan, and I don't want you to leave. Will you hold my hand? No, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see, but darling, stay with me.
Why am I so emotional? This is not a good look, ain't some self-control. And deep down I know this never works, but you can lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. So won't you stay with me?
Inside the Point of View with Jerry D. Finner, Sterling Stevenson, and myself, Stacey D. Tonight we are deep inside this subject, and Dr. Shanessa Finner has been really helpful. I've been learning some things too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to make a special trip up to Fayetteville and check her out so that maybe she can help me out to understand a little more about the female species. And maybe she can help some other folks know, too, a little bit more about why brothers maybe run to ladies of other national, ethnic backgrounds, nationalities, whatever.
Well, see, and I think that's the mistake right there when they run to.
Right.
I mean, nobody knows who they're going to fall in love with.